Welcome back to the shout out with Danny and Dan. So excited for today's guest, Amelia Jayne. Thank you for coming on the show.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on the show. You've just released a huge album and you've got a single coming out midnight tonight. We're going to talk all about that. But first, Dan's going to hit you with the quick fire questions.
Yeah, I've got 6 questions for you. First thing that comes into mind. What was the last song you listened to?
Oh, Hemlock Springs, Be the Girl.
Cool. Okay, I've not heard it. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Another one even, I know.
He's incredible.
Will do.
Look forward
Yes.
to it. What is your dream venue to play in?
Oh, I actually haven't been to a lot.
Hmm.
I used to go to concerts a lot when I was a teenager, but the most recent one I went to was the Ali Pali to watch
Oh
Marina
yeah,
in May.
Yeah.
So I would love to perform there.
Ali
yeah.
Valley was
Absolutely.
awesome.
It's a good answer.
Yeah.
If you could create a festival, what three artists or bands would headline?
Um, Definitely Marina.
Yep.
I'm a massive Marina fan. And I think Hemlock Springs as well.
Okay.
Hmm.
Because I think they would go quite well together because they've got
Mm.
quite a quirky pop sound.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And then also Aurora as well. I
Cool.
think
Okay.
those three together would be very good.
Cool.
Massive.
Love
Yeah.
it. Um, Similar question. It might be one of the same answers. Your dream artist or band to support on tour?
Marina.
Yep.
Great.
Um, can I say more than one?
Go for it. Yeah, dude.
Shoot another one
100.
out. Go on.
Um, I reckon Paloma Paris. No, Paris Paloma, sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's cool.
and Sophia Rosella as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
All
yeah.
right. What is one band or artist you deserve or you think deserves to be bigger?
Eli. I don't know if you've heard of her, but
No,
No.
she
I haven't.
deserves way more attention. She
Yeah.
is a fantastic songwriter, just musical
Awesome.
genius.
Cool.
Oh, let's check
You're
her
giving
out.
us a lot of names to check out. I'm
A lot of
excited, man.
names. Yeah, I'm being really stretched this quick fire questions, to be honest, but that's all good. I've got a lot of learning to do. It's fine.
We have one final question for you, and it's the most important one to us. Aldi or Lidl?
Lidl. And
Ah,
I say Lidl just because I love their bakery section.
Oh, it's so
everyone
good.
says it. Yeah.
It's so
It's
good,
so
like
good.
especially their donuts.
Oh, I like the chocolate croissants. Amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
Amazing.
my
But
kids love
obviously, we're
those.
not here to talk about chocolate croissants or donuts.
No.
You have a track coming out midnight tonight. It's called River. We are so excited for it. I haven't actually had a chance to listen to it yet. I've been listening to all the clips you've got on your Instagram, trying to get an idea in my head of what it's going to sound like. Can you just quickly describe for the listeners what that track's about, how it sounds, how it feels, and why they should listen to it?
So it's basically quite a sassy, summery pop track. It's very inspired by ABBA, actually,
Yeah.
and also Olivia Rodrigo as well.
Mm,
One of the reference tracks was Drop Dead
yeah.
by Olivia.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, I wanted to like incorporate like lots of like 70s like romantic strings and um I like omnichords, like sparkly sounds. I
Yeah.
wanted to basically create quite a romantic like fantasy soundscape.
Yep.
Mm. Where
Yeah.
did the because it feels like a bit of a growth, a bit of a kind of change of direction from your last album. Is there something going on like maybe inspired that change? Like where is this coming from in your life like right now?
I think the last album took a long time to create.
I
It
can
took
imagine.
yeah, because there's
16
17
songs,
tracks.
17
17
tracks.
17,
songs.
yeah, yeah.
Crazy.
So I'm just trying to think like when it actually started
Mm.
because there's a couple of tracks on there that I would say I started to write even back in 2020
Wow.
during lockdown.
Mm.
And I did release them before, but then I basically re-recorded them for the album.
Hmm.
Um, and then some of the tracks, like I just have like the song title just like sitting around in my notes app for like a year or
That's the
so. But
title.
yeah, just the
You
title.
just know what it wants to
Um,
feel like, and it will come when it comes. That's so cool.
yeah, I'm quite intuitive in my songwriting. I don't like to force it.
Yeah,
So
Hmm.
I just like to trust that it will happen when it happens, basically.
yeah.
So um like for example, I thought of the title Hunger Pains and I had that in my notes app for a long, long time. And I couldn't quite think of the sound or the lyrics to explain it. And then all of a sudden it just happened. And it's like once the idea comes, it's like I lock in and just like
Mm.
run with it and then it writes itself really quickly.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Was that the same for the new one, River? You had the idea of River in your head, and the song kind of built itself around that.
Yeah, so I literally just had the melody of the chorus, just
Yeah,
the you took me down to the river, baby, and I had that, and that was like nothing else for like I'd say about a year. That's all I had, and I couldn't think of anything else to add to that. And then it was when I heard "Drop Dead" by Olivia Rodrigo, and then also um another song by Avery Cochrane called Sex, etc.
yeah.
And basically, then I was like, oh, maybe if I combine those two tracks, but then also make it my own as well. But it was just like that influence that basically helped me find the sound of what I was looking for that song.
It's awesome. I can't wait to hear it, and it's giving so much ABBA vibes, Mamma Mia vibes. I'm going to holiday. I'm going on holiday to Greece later in summer, and I know it's going to be blaring
Nice.
out through my headphones the whole time.
Oh, yeah, Greece is the perfect
Yeah,
place for that
awesome.
song.
It's going to
Yeah.
be awesome. So let's rewind a little bit. So this album, Force of Nature, it's 17 tracks. Must have. So you said you've been
Incredible.
working on this for years, right?
Yeah.
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 Um, what was because one thing, and for the guys listening, you have to listen to this album. I was actually a bit stunned when Dan sent me your Spotify. It was like, this person we're interviewing. The range of sounds and things that you do within this album is crazy. Is it just you working on it, or do you work with the producer? How does it come about?
So I work with two producers in total
Yeah.
for that album. So Peter Rose wrote the
Mm.
majority of the tracks with me.
Okay.
And then Mother Earth was written with another producer called Abby Hill.
Oh, awesome.
Um, yeah, so that I'm just trying to think. So the first songs for that album was Safe and Sound and Numb.
Mm.
Those were the ones that I re-recorded, and then it was when I was writing Mother Earth that I was like, I want this to be bigger because
Right.
at first when I was writing uh some of the singles like The Cure, um I realized because that those were actually originally going to be on an EP.
Hmm.
And then I thought, oh no, actually, they're better as singles. And then I basically saved Mother Earth to be part of a bigger project because I wanted to basically make a concept album because I had just so much, I guess, rage inside me from how the world is at the
Yeah.
moment. And I wanted it to be incredibly deep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, and basically, I wanted the reason why it's 17 tracks is I wanted to basically include as many different deep topics as possible.
Yeah. Yeah. And you do that definitely with it. Yeah.
I was going to say, alongside the obviously 17 tracks on the album, and you mentioned it as well, the topics in the tracks, you do so much content behind it as well. And that's for me, when I see an artist put out some music and however many songs on an album, I like to get a bit of backstory to it. So, bit of a long-winded question, but how do you find the social media content behind it? Because you do some very honest videos, like you explain things in terms of what's going on in life, or just in terms of what track means what. Like, how do you find having to keep up with social media and promote things like that?
Um, it can be exhausting at times. It's I do prefer the creative side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like if I had it my way, I would just be in a studio just
Mm.
recording.
Yeah.
Because I don't really like to be perceived. Like I'm one of these people. I'm kind of like a mix of being extrovert and introvert.
Right.
So like even singing live, I haven't done that in like 5 years.
Wow.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so it's basically on the back burner until I've done this next project that I'm doing. But
Hmm.
I it's one of these things where the way I've kind of gotten over this, I guess, anxiety is like I owe it to the art, because obviously like when you spend a long time making something that you really care about,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't just want it to be stuck like on a
Yeah.
hard drive,
Mm.
or I don't want it to not be listened to. Like that's the whole point, right? You want music to be heard. So
Yep.
I was like, right, I owe it to this song. I basically try and like personify the music.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like separate it
Totally.
from myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that. And like
Yeah.
you, it shows in everything you're doing. What I love, I really wanted to talk about the some of like the photography and like the way
Mm.
you don't use any like AI. It's all like real images and the like the time and effort it must go into the just from the conception of like one of these single album covers to the end. You must enjoy a bit about that though, right? Because that's a really creative process as well.
Yeah, I absolutely
Yeah.
love that side of it. I think it's more like, like when you scroll on TikTok and you have
Yeah.
like these content creators that like advise like how to promote your music and stuff. It's like, oh, you need like a hook where like it drags people in, like
Yeah.
keeps their attention spans and stuff. It's just that side of it that I find a little
Mm.
bit tricky.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
Yeah. That
yeah,
is.
yeah, like you can probably
Yeah.
relate to that as well, like
Yeah.
with
Totally.
your own music.
Yeah. Yeah.
But something that makes it all worthwhile is the people that listen to it. Like I do feel like I've made a little bit of like a community online, and
Mm.
that
Nice.
absolutely makes it worth it, because
Yeah.
I really enjoy like speaking in comment sections
Yeah.
with these people. It's kind of like a little group chat in a way. It's nice.
Yeah, it is awesome. One thing I do really, really enjoy about your social media content is you posting clips and like snippets of the process in the studio
Mm.
and of you recording. One thing I saw not long before we started this show actually is the video of you, I think it's River that you're singing, and you show how you do all your harmonies from different angles, and you sing in ranges that like I didn't think like I've never heard before. And so I wanted to ask, like, what's your history and your background? Have you been singing your whole life? Well, how did you learn how to sing and like sing like that? And yeah, from there.
So I've actually been singing probably before I could talk. I can like my mum
Awesome.
would say that like she would hear me singing myself to sleep like when I was a
Oh.
toddler. He would like close
No
the door,
way.
and then she would hear me like for like half an hour just, and then I would be playing with like my toys, and I'd make like full on like theme tunes and
Yeah.
stuff for
Right.
like my characters that I'd be playing with. And
Oh,
um
that's so cool.
yeah, I used to
Right.
love that. I just used to
Mm,
love being detached from the outside world and just
mm,
like creating little stories. Um and then I started to take it a little bit more seriously when I was about 9, and I entered a school talent show.
oh yeah.
And I sang When There Was Me and You from High School Musical.
Good
And
tune.
I do know that one. Yeah.
Good tune.
yeah,
Finally a
it's like
track I
so
know.
valid. Yeah. And so I didn't expect to win. And
Oh,
I was so shocked, and I
right.
won. And then I was like, oh, okay, maybe I
Mm,
can sing, I guess.
yeah.
And then
Oh,
after that, I asked for a microphone for my birthday, and then I started like, practicing covers and getting YouTube karaoke up and stuff
yeah.
like that. And I would like shut my parents out of the lounge.
Love it.
Um, and yeah, like I then would have like singing lessons and things like that.
Mm,
But I didn't actually start getting into the songwriting till I was about 15.
Okay.
And I was quite a sad and troubled teenager. So I actually stopped singing for about 3 years,
Oh wow.
like completely, like not
Wow.
even in private. And it wasn't till I was basically convinced to like join this like songwriting program with
Mhm.
a producer that's like therapeutic, um, and that's kind of how I got into that. And I realized that that was like a really good way of expressing myself.
Yeah,
And then
totally.
ever since then, I've just not stopped, basically, not stopped writing and working with different producers and musicians.
Yeah.
I'm
I
glad you
really.
came back to singing as well because you've got an incredible voice and you make some brilliant music. So I'm glad you've come back to it. And hopefully, like you said, after the next project, there'll be some gig dates for people so they can hear your voice live because on the track it's incredible.
Mm.
And I'm sure a live gig from yourself would be amazing as well.
Thank
Awesome.
you. Yeah, that's the plan. I
We'd
gotta
love to
just
see it.
get myself in the zone to do it. I gotta hype myself up.
Oh, we'd love to see it. I know we at the shout out will be promoting everything you do as soon as
Yeah.
you get those gig tickets out. We'll be posting them everywhere.
Oh, thank you.
So I don't want to get too ahead of myself because I know you've got a track coming out midnight tonight and it will be out by the time this episode's out.
Yeah.
But is there any more music coming out this year? Can we expect anything else coming from Amelia Jane?
So I've so basically after writing Force of Nature,
Mm.
I couldn't stop writing.
Yeah.
I still can't stop. And basically I was like, oh, I'll just release a few singles, and then those singles kind of turned into, oh, I'll just release like a EP, and then
Mhm.
after that I was like, oh, well now I've got like 8 new songs, so that's technically like another album.
It's actually an album, yeah.
So I there will be another smaller album, but obviously not
Wow.
17 tracks,
Wow.
but
Yeah.
I suppose it makes sense because
Mm.
the other one was so big. But so yeah, that'll be coming out. I don't know whether it'll be this year or maybe like early next
Mm.
year because like 2 albums in a
Yeah.
year is just a bit
Yeah.
excessive, isn't
You got to give
it?
yourself time to breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Amelia, you're great. We are so excited for everything that you get up to the rest of the year and beyond that. We just have a couple more questions for you, if that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got a shout out playlist. So every artist or band who has come on has put one of their songs from their back catalogue onto this playlist so people can discover you. It can be your favorite song you've released or just something is personal to you that you've released. So, what song from yourself would you like to put on our shout out playlist?
I think it makes sense to put River on, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's out at midnight, but
Yes.
because
Yeah,
I
Awesome.
can't
yeah,
physically add it now, I'm going to put
yeah.
accountability in there as well because I've just realised that was the
Okay.
first song you sent me a little while ago on the shout out Instagram page. I remember listening to it the day you sent it to me, and it was a brilliant song. So
Yeah.
we're going to chuck accountability in there, and at midnight I'll whack the river in as well.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
And last question from us. Could you shout out a band or artist to come on our show?
Oh, um,
The tough one.
5 Mile Radius.
5 Mile
Radius.
Radius.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's an awesome band name. What are they like?
yeah. They're a two-piece band.
Cool.
So with a female vocalist and a male guitarist.
Cool.
They're
Uh,
very good. They live locally to me.
cool.
Um, yeah, I saw her last week actually,
Oh,
the
wicked.
Love that. A
vocalist. So
local shout out. Love that.
Definitely. We'll try and get
yeah,
them on. We'll try and get them
yeah.
on. Amelia, you're awesome. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We're so excited to hear River. You better have already heard it by now, the guys watching. It's going to be an awesome track. Thank you so much. Cheers.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And thank you for watching this episode of the Shout Out with Danny and Dan, our amazing guest, Amelia Jayne. She's got loads of big things coming up, so make sure you follow her. And we've got loads of things coming up, so make sure you subscribe to us and hit the bell. Stay tuned. Peace.
Au revoir.